In this hand, you're playing a $44 buy-in 6-max tournament. You are in the big blind with 10-6 offsuit, and Villain 16 has made it 2 big blinds from the button. They have 36 big blinds. You have 83 big blinds. It is on you, fold, call, or raise. We call here. I would never begrudge you for folding. It's a pretty weak hand. So we just must really think we can play. We check here. This player checks back. The turn is the 9 of hearts. It's on you. Would you like to check or bet? We check. This player checks behind. The river is the 6 of spades. It is on you. Check or bet. We check here, and this player bets 3 big blinds. It is on you. Would you like to fold, call, or raise? That is time. Do yourself a favor and fold here. So let's break down this entire hand. On the flop, we check with the intention to give up, but this person checks behind. Okay, great. On the turn, we make a gut shot. Should we fire? There's going to be a lesson here in a second. We decide to not fire, and this person checks back. The river gives us 4th pair, and we check, and this person bets 3 big blinds. Here's something I did not know until I started teaching poker every morning in my life for the last decade plus. Something I do just to see how efficient people are on rivers is oftentimes I'll pull up river calls, all different types, you know, when they call triple barrels, when they just call small bets like this and stuff like that. And something that's a big leak for a lot of people is anytime they think the person might be bluffing, they call and they just get shown a winner so consistently. And they just can't remember that because those hands don't happen that often. But when you can play back 20, 30, 40 spots like this, you start seeing these people are pot controlling every single time. Because think about this. So if you're like me, you're suspicious that this person could actually have something when they check back that turn. Because there's flush draws and straight draws out there. A lot of people are worried about that. So if they've got some kind of pair, they bet for value and to protect their hand. I used to think that too. But maybe a 9 or a 7 would check there. You would assume a queen would bet. And listen, I'm not going to mince words. North Americans can be the most chicken-ish players on earth sometimes. The amount of hands they will not try to get value from is staggering. All because one time somebody check raised them and it made them feel bad about themselves. So when it goes check twice here, it's probably not a queen, but I can tell you it's not always not a queen. I can't tell you how many times I'd be pulling up the replays of my students playing, and they would call here, and the guy would have like queen four of diamonds. I go, okay, that's an odd hand to check twice, but okay, sure. So let's think about this. If this person really missed, if they've got nothing on this river, wouldn't they have fired on this queen 7-2 board? It's really likely we've missed that board. They just go ahead and try to pick up the pot right now. We just completed out of the big blind. We have a wide range. We're out of position. We got in for a discount. We're not that invested. They just go take a shot right now. If they had ace high, why would they be betting? What are they getting value from? What better are they getting to fold? They would probably just wrap the table and see if their hand is good. This is most likely a 9 or a 7 going for thin value. The number of players also, I can also just tell you from watching poker, it's just 60 different countries, students. Wow, that's not a sentence. Working with students from 60 different countries, I can tell you when they get into this situation, and let's say they bet this river as a bluff, I go, oh, wow. I don't see that often. Interesting. Why now? Why'd you give up on the flop? And now here you're doing it. Because if you think about it, whenever you're looking at a call, some kind of difficult call, always ask yourself, does my opponent do this with X? And X is the best hand that you beat. 5s, 4s, 3s. Wouldn't they just check that down to see if it's good? Ace 2, wouldn't they just check that down to see if it's good? If they have ace high, wouldn't they just check to see if that was good? It's most likely not a missed draw. They probably would have fired the draw on the turn. What is this? Now, this is probably someone who just pot controlled some. I couldn't even tell you. Like 8-9 would make a lot of sense. Like, ooh, some cards could help me on the turn. Okay, I want to see the turn. Okay, I made a pair, but I don't love this pair. All right, I'll fire it on the river. I just don't want to get check raised on that turn. Getting check raised makes me feel bad. So I'll just check for pot control. Or like ace 7 makes sense. Don't give them your money. If you want more content like this, go to pokerheadrush.com. That website, one more time, pokerheadrush.com.